my dearest friends. I've known Haley over the course of several phases of her life, and I think it's only fair that Tanner and his family learn a little bit about her past so they know what to expect and what to look out for in the future. Haley, I know how much you love unique and unconventional things, so I've decided to make a game out of my speech. And the game goes like this. I'll describe a word that relates to a particular phase of your life. At the end of my description, you have to guess what that word was and shout it out for all your loving guests to hear. Got it? All right, here we go. So this first phase actually predates our first encounter, but I'm including it because it gives a nice context to the dynamics of our friendship. During your early childhood phase, you attended a Seventh-day Adventist elementary school on the southern Oregon coast, where this activity was strictly forbidden. Now, ironically, you became really good friends with someone whose deepest passion is, in fact, this activity. Your mom might call this an example of the yin and yang nature of our friendship, but nevertheless, you still don't partake in this sinful art form, although we may see an exception tonight. What is it, Haley?
Dancing.
Woohoo!
It's gonna change. Tonight.
So, you and I met during your Peace Club phase. That's right. Peace Club. At Sheldon High School in Eugene. We were idealistic kids trying to save the world one tie-dye t-shirt at a time. It undoubtedly was during this time that you consumed your first helping of this green leafy vegetable, which eventually inspired the name of your pet fish. What's it, Haley?
Kale.
There we go. Our friendship continued to blossom in your Lewis and Clark College phase in Portland, where we both studied. You were a loyal friend and often wise counsel to me in the midst of the tumultuousness of navigating early adulthood. It was during this phase that I began to be in awe of how responsible, passionate, and selfless you are. Your dedication to studying international affairs and writing your thesis on the complicated laws regarding this majestic ocean animal foreshadowed much of what was to come in your near future. Yes?
Whales.
Nice work so far. All right, basically your REI phase solidified how much of a badass you are. You forged stellar friendships with similarly minded, crazy, adventurous people, and in addition to your many mountain hikes, climbing excursions, and bike commutes, you spent a lot of your free time riding the waves of Oregon's stunning rivers, paddling in this sport.
Kayaking.
That's right, there we go. Moving right along. Next came your environmental policewoman phase. For those of you that know Haley, you know that there is a fierceness, a toughness that lies just beneath the surface of those swooping bangs and that sweet face. Haley will unabashedly stand up for what she believes in with a conviction that can be downright terrifying. So, I was glad when you started working for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife as essentially a nature cop. And you finally got to honor both your deep love for the natural world and the part of yourself that has the vehement capacity to lay down the law better than anyone I know. Good luck with that, Tanner. on behalf of the trees and the salmon, your job duties also included checking the gender of a certain flying feathered creature by performing this activity. Go ahead and shout it, Haley. What was this?
Goose.
Goose, and what do you have to do?
Not PG for it.
Said do goose sexing. That's right, goose sexing. Your law school phase came next, and even though I was 3,000 miles away for this phase, I'm confident that this brown, barrel-aged liquid made many notable appearances between study sessions and essay writing. This assumption is based on first-hand data collected from all aforementioned phases, starting with Peace Club.
Bourbon.
There we go. And this brings us to where you're at right now, in the watershed phase. I've been with you during the high times, the low ones, and have watched you work your bottom off to where you're at today in your career. It is during your watershed phase that I've watched you, albeit from across the country, establish your life, your partnership with this incredible person. I know he will rejoice in your successes, support you in your sorrows, and fix all the diesel machinery that needs fixing in your life. The first time I met him, I knew that he was truly a swell human being, and I don't use the word swell for just any old person. His swellness has become all the more evident after meeting so many of you this week. I know that he'll stick by your side amidst all your crazy antics, be they whitewater, kayaking, bourbon drinking, and even goose sexing. You know who this person is that I speak of.
Tanner.
So to Haley and Tanner, I wish you happiness to the moon and